Hi, lovelies. Welcome to Zista Update. If today is your first time coming to my channel, you are very much welcome. And please don't forget to subscribe. Without further delay, lovelies, grab your popcorn. Let's jump onto the video.
This episode begins with Adrija taunts Meghla and Appu, leading to an argument with Choto. Appu asks Lalo to sing, and he agrees, saying he will sing with her. Kajal suggests that Meghla should sing first. Meanwhile, Anuradha introduces Bhattacharya to Appu's family. Anirudh greets Bhattacharya and expresses his appreciation for the way he handled everything, admitting that his father was wrong that day. Bhattacharya confidently states that he will uncover the truth in due time and tells Anirudh that he should be proud of Jhanak, as she has opened his eyes. Lalo invites everyone to sit. Choto, reflecting on his situation, says he doesn't have a big job, he just sells books. He confesses that he has memories tied to books but doesn't want to be connected to them anymore. Mrinalini asks what kind of memories he means. He replies that he will miss her. Mrinalini, taken aback, asks if loving her is so difficult that he wants to abandon books because they remind him of her. Choto explains that some memories are painful, and since he considers himself uneducated, he struggles to understand things. Mrinalini reassures him that they didn't come here to take an exam. Choto then shares that he is considering moving to Assam for work. Mrinalini responds indifferently, telling him to go if that's his decision. He reasons that now that Appu is married, Anjana and Bablu will take care of their parents, and it would be better for him to earn money and send it home. Mrinalini argues that staying with family matters more than money. Choto counters that nothing is holding him back anymore. Mrinalini remarks that perhaps he hasn't met anyone who could stop him. He responds that he avoids risks. If someone wants to leave, he lets them go. Mrinalini, hurt, states that she only came for the function and tells him not to blame her. His mistakes are his own. She walks away. Meghla takes the stage and sings. Meanwhile, Mrinalini informs Anjana that Choto is planning to go to Assam. Anjana firmly states that she won't let him leave. The audience applauds Meghla's performance, though Adrija looks displeased. Next, Appu and Lalo sing together, and Kajal watches with tears in her eyes. The crowd applauds again. Appu turns to Kajal and asks if she liked the song. Kajal nods, saying that Appu is truly deserving of being Lalo's wife. Appu confidently declares that Lalo will become a famous singer one day, and when that happens, Kajal will have to scold him. Kajal, emotional, replies that Lalo will listen to Appu because he loves her. Lalo then invites Anirudh to sing. At the same time, Jhanak, elsewhere, hears the song Tumhe Koi Aur Dekhe to playing on the radio, triggering memories of Anirudh. Anirudh, lost in thought, reflects that he loves Jhanak deeply but feels that she has tainted their love with lies and manipulations. He hopes that one day she will tell the truth. Meanwhile, Jhanak is overwhelmed with emotions, thinking about how Anirudh denied accepting their child. Anirudh questions why he should take responsibility for a child if he had nothing to do with it, insisting that it is Aditya's responsibility. As Jhanak processes this, she suddenly experiences stomach pain. The doorbell rings, and she assumes it might be Aditya. She wishes she had taken some rest before answering. When she opens the door, Aditya is there. He notices her pale face and asks if she's okay. She downplays it, saying she just feels tired. Aditya, however, presses on, asking if Anirudh has accepted her. Jhanak brushes it off, saying that it's her problem and she will handle it. Aditya sighs and admits that he wants to support her. He confesses that she has changed him. Since she left, he hasn't attended any parties, as he wanted to spend time with her instead. He acknowledges that he knows she loves Anirudh, but he isn't foolish enough to expect her love in return. However, despite his pride and self-respect, he still loves her. Jhanak is shocked. Aditya continues, saying he simply wanted her to know. He then tells her that he will take her to a look test for her upcoming film the next day. She can't be traveling by auto or train if she wants to prove herself. He insists that he wants to help her and asks her to let him. Then, he brings up one more thing. If Anirudh refuses to accept his child, Aditya is willing to do so. He acknowledges that Jhanak doesn't love him and doesn't want to marry him, but even then, he is ready to give his name to her child. Jhanak thanks him but firmly asks him not to repeat this again. She asserts that Anirudh is the child's father and that she can raise her baby as a single mother. She expresses gratitude for Aditya's support and respect but insists that their relationship should remain as friendship. Aditya is hurt but accepts her words. He tells her that if she wants to face her tough times alone, he won't interfere. With tears in his eyes, he steps back. Jhanak reassures him that she appreciates all his help. Suddenly, she feels dizzy and collapses. Alarmed, Aditya catches her before she falls and asks what happened. He offers her water, but she weakly insists that she's fine. Aditya refuses to believe her, saying that she is clearly unwell and needs medical attention. Jhanak dismisses it, saying that fainting is normal during this stage. Aditya, unconvinced, tells her that she looks weak. She finally admits that she is scared, her stomach pain is worsening, and she doesn't know why. Aditya immediately expresses concern, saying that she shouldn't have traveled in the early stages of pregnancy. He insists that they can't take any risks and that she needs a hospital checkup. Jhanak hesitates and says she will go alone, but Aditya insists. This is important. Trust me, he tells her. Let's go.